What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Became a Bodybuilder? And yeah guys, it is my own idea. It's just that I was watching Street Fighter 6 videos and yeah, you know already the character named Zangief, who is a wrestler as well as a bodybuilder. So I kind of watched his ending and it was quite funny and hilarious. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna add any other, crossover or anything. I'm gonna just focus on Naruto. I'm gonna add an OC of my own name, and the story will continue as follows. Now, before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And as for the second channel, I may or may not upload a video today. It's quite unsure because I'm already late, and yeah. Anyways, you know the drill. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Konoha, Gakura no Sato. 8 years after the Kyuubi attack, as we go towards the Set Village Shinobi Academy, where the next generation of the shinobis were being prepared for the shinobi world. And amongst them was one such kid who was quite unfortunate, an orphan named Naruto Uzumaki. He was the problem child in the eyes of everyone, even the senseis. And today was like any other day in Naruto's life, being sent out of the academy for, well, typically no reason. Naruto Uzumaki, you must leave this class at once. But sensei, and you will not be coming back, just for this very reason and disrespect for the upcoming 2 weeks. Even the class was quite shocked by the punishment that Naruto would get for basically doing nothing. Normally he would be quite cranky and all, but today he was just quite shocked. He didn't even say anything. And Naruto then said, "You know what? Screw you and your Shinobi Academy. I don't even want to learn from you anyway. What can you teach me? To pick my nose? You have such a deep stick up your ass. What can you even teach me, huh? You're a chunin yourself." As Naruto, after saying that, left. As now we see the class begin to laugh while the sensei just was enraged. But he couldn't do anything, otherwise he would have to face Hiruzen Sarutobi, aka the Sandaime Hokage, which he didn't want it to do, so he let it slide. As now we go towards Naruto, who was roaming in the streets of villages, everyone was glaring at him and whispering that why is this demon walking amongst them? What is he doing here? He's gonna start trouble again, and so on. Naruto was already used to it by now and just clicked his tongue while was on his way. Until he, unbeknownst to him, arrived near his apartment to see that a new complex was opened. It was under construction for the past 2 years, but it was completed, and seemed like someone has moved in. As Naruto's curiosity piqued as he went there to check it out. As Naruto was now standing in front of it, he read the kanjis. Gym. What is gym? I have never heard anything about this. "You don't know what a gym is?" said a man's voice, as Naruto turned backwards to see a man towering over him. This man was none other than Apollo himself, as we see, a huge muscular built guy. By the way, PS, I'm not, muscular at all, I'm just a fat idiot. Anyways, moving on. Don't spoil my fantasy, okay? Moving on, as now we see, Naruto was quite shocked by his shiny body. Even his eyes were pierced by the lights. My eyes, Naruto said. Whoa, you're quite... I know, huge kid, right? Yes. So what is this gym then? Well, this is where you train and condition your body. Really? Does it even help? Help, he says. Let me tell you this. The conditioning of the body is the most important factor, whether you're a shinobi or a civilian. If you want to lead a healthy life, you need to be fit. Really? Yes. That is the basic concept here. And not only that, your strength also increases. You can get stronger? Yes, kid. Obviously you can get stronger. Wow. Tell you what, kid, since you look quite curious and interested, how about you join the gym for free? I'll even teach you how to, well, basically get fit. You're not gonna be doing any lifting and all that now, since you're young. But once you come of the age, I'll allow you. Really? Thanks, man. What should I call you then? Call me Apollo Sensei then. Yes, that's right, Apollo Sensei it is. As now we see, Naruto dashed towards his home, happy that he finally has gotten someone to train him, even if it was not flashy jutsus that he wanted. But he was gonna get stronger, one way or another. As this was going on, we see that the old man himself arrived at the establishment. So it is going as planned, is it not? As now we see Apollo turn towards none other than Hiruzen Sarutobi himself. Yes, Hiruzen-sama. It is going as planned. You know, you have been away for more than 20 years. Your sudden return and nobody even recognizes it is you. Well, to tell you the truth, I'm glad they don't. I'd rather have it this way than any other way. I still can't believe that you would consider not going to them, even changing your identity, and even making me forced to say your name like this. It is for the best. And plus, it is the way I want it to be. You're not gonna change your mind, are you? Nope, not at one bit at all. Alright then, enough about that. What is this your fetish now? Oh, hold up there, old man. This is not a fetish. This is a lifestyle. This is something that I've worked hard to achieve. You know how hard it is to develop a machine that can help you build each and every bit of your muscles over your body? Really now? Yes, even you work out, you might be able to prolong your life and got rid of those diseases that you have. Let me tell you this much. I don't have any diseases, first of all. And second, how can it help? It will work your body to the bone. Wouldn't it just accelerate my death wish? No, it is physical straining without the involvement of chakra. You can lift, I know, more than 500 pounds with the help of chakra coursing through your body. But execute that chakra out of your body, and then what? You're exhausted and near death. And you don't have even the physical strength to lift up. While on the other side, while being chakra exhausted, can go on and on with my physical strength alone. Now that you say this is certainly the best course of actions. And that is when we see 3 more people walk in. So this is where you are, Apollo-san, right? Yes. And what can I do for you, esteemed elders? I'm sorry to say, hearing upon your conversation, but what you said, is it really true? Yes, it is the truth, Danzo-san. Then we must make this compulsory for all the shinobis, because they might need physical strength after their chakra is exhausted. And this way, maybe we can prevent even a lot of deaths from happening if a war arises or within the missions that are quite dangerous. You are right, Danzo. You are right on this one, and I full-heartedly agree. But there is something that I would like to ask you. Said Homura. What is it, Homura-san? Why did you make Naruto promise that you will train him? He should be in the Shinobi Academy. That it might be true. He needs to be in Shinobi Academy, but wasn't he supposed to be there today? Well, technically speaking, he was, said Hiruzen. As Apollo then smirked and said, then why is he outside? And with a such down expression nonetheless. Really? I need to look into this then. Thank you for informing us about this. We really need to look into this. Well, no worries. But I'll tell you this much, Hokage-sama. I'll be more than glad to teach the kid about the physical strength and training. Because if he starts early, he might become strong. Even stronger than me. Because there are some levels that I couldn't achieve of strength. But I'm gonna pour each and every bit of something and everything into that kid. All of my teachings would go into him. And he will become the embodiment of strength. The perfect bodybuilder. I'm sorry, what? What do you say? It's a term that I came up with. You don't have to worry about this, okay? Okay, if you say so. As now we see, the elders and Hiruzen himself were now inside his office and were conversing with one another. I have confirmed it, Hiruzen. The teacher did kick Naruto out of the class for basically doing nothing this time. And for 2 weeks, when he complained why was he kicked out. The academy needs an overhaul, Hiruzen. We need to do something about this. This fiasco that has been going on with the villagers and Naruto for the past 8 years, it has to be put to stop. That is correct. But how? We cannot certainly reveal his heritage right now. If we do, then there will be chaos everywhere. And let's just not forget that he will become an easy target to them. And Kumo might try to abduct him for Uzumaki genes, as they already have tried with the Hyugas already, and Kushina, let's not forget, said Koharu. So what are we gonna do then? We can't just let it sit around like this. This matter is getting worse, and it's gonna get worse. I think we should take Apollo-san upon his, offer. He is wishing to teach someone the method of bodybuilding, as he said. And Naruto is the perfect candidate. He sees the potential in the kid. But what about the ninjutsu section? As now we see everyone is deep in thought. How about this, said Danzo. Why don't I teach him? I have the root still operating. Yes, we all know. And if Naruto learns, Fuinjutsu and the other teachings such as the taijutsu style as well as ninjutsu from my side, it will be easy. And plus, this way I can teach him his parents' heritage one by one. Obviously under your supervision, if that is okay with you, Hiruzen. That is fine with me, Danzo. Good. Then this little meeting between us is adjourned. You can leave, I have work to return to. As now we see the elders leave Hiruzen's office. As now we see them conversing with one another inside Danzo's office. Why did you agree to him? I thought, Danzo, you wanted to become the Kage and wanted the kid under your control. True, I wanted to be the Kage, but seeing that the kid was unwillingly and wrongfully not given the knowledge that he desired and deserves, it pisses me off. Really now? Yes. I never asked them to do this. I only wanted them to hate Naruto so that he had no other way to, live a normal life and prove Hiruzen wrong. So this way he can become a shinobi at least. I wanted him to start training early on, so that he will be our last line of defense when the, situation arises. So you were thinking of the future. My only motives are what is best for Konoha. Nothing else aside from it. Always remember that, old friend. And I will do anything and everything that is beneficial for Konoha, even doing some shady stuff. That is quite commendable, Danzo. But why did you agree with, Apollo-san's approval and proposal? Well, I have seen him and his strength. It is quite brute. I must say so myself, even if I dare so, that it is equivalent to the Nine Tails. The Nine Tails? Yes, I might dare say so. His strength is equivalent to that. My oh my, a physical strength resembling that kind of monster? Yes, and he says that Naruto has the potential to go far and beyond. Just imagine how far strong he can become, even without relying on the Biju. This new art of bodybuilding, it is gonna shift our ripples, huge amount of ripples in the elemental nations. Hopefully for the good. Yes, hopefully. As now we see, the next morning arrived, and Naruto, instead of going to the academy, he enthusiastically went to the gym, where he saw that Apollo was working out using dumbbells. As after throwing the dumbbells, which caused a little bit shake on the ground that Naruto could even feel from the outside, Apollo turned towards Naruto. Oh, you're here, kid. How about you start with this? 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and 100 kilometers run. Wait, seriously? What? How can I run? This is the ultimate invention, the treadmill. What? Yes, you basically run on it. You grab the handles from the both sides and just run as fast as you can. And it's a mechanical one, meaning you don't have to use any sort of power. You'll be the one powering it. The faster you run, the speed will increase. So to keep up, you have to run even faster, and the speed will even more further increase. Whoa. Yes, it's the perfect way to burn out all the chubbiness from you and increase your leg muscles and make your leg and feet strong. Alright, I guess I'll try. And let's just say, when Naruto did that, he was instantly thrown out. And with a complete 1 360 backflip. He fell down face first on the ground. Told you, kid, you gotta grab onto the handle and make sure you straighten your back. And this is the only way you can remain on this. Okay, this is difficult. That is why it is quite essential as well. As after that, on the second try, Naruto was able to succeed and was even able to run as fast as up to 5 kilometers per hour. And it was quite amazing for himself. As now we see, after 100 kilometers of run, Naruto was panting heavily. I'm done with this, sensei. Took you 1 hour. But yeah, you got it down. We gotta narrow down your time to 5 minutes. 5 minutes? But sensei, 100 kilometers in 5 minutes, that's... I know, impossible. I'm gonna teach you a method to utilize your chakra so that it will enhance your muscles, not your coils. Wait, is that even... I know, it may sound quite impossible, but it is possible. It is your chakra. It is a part of you. Use it as an organ, as you wish. If you go with the flow as it wishes, then you will deplete out your chakra. And you will even eventually die out like this. But being able to control it, you will be the one in control. You can replenish it, deplete it, and you still will be okay. That is amazing. How come nobody even tried what I am trying? Someone has to though. And that someone was me. But you're gonna go far ahead, Naruto. So keep your head in the game. Oh, and plus, before you leave, you still have 2 hours worth of more training to do. 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups. Now get to it. As now we see, after all the training, Naruto went home with complete sore muscles. And even he couldn't move because of the leg muscles after what he has done and gone through. And the next morning he couldn't get up, so his sensei arrived there, breaking through the door. Rise and shine, sunshine. Ugh, sensei. Whoa, kid, you look like a vampire. What now? Nothing. So, what? You're gonna lay around? Give up on the first date? No. Ow. No. I mean, got the sore muscles, I see. But this is only the beginning. You'll get used to it. Really? Yes, it gets easier after your muscle hardens. As after that we see, Naruto's way to become the strongest began. As now we see, 4 years have passed, and Naruto was 12 years of age, and he was starting to lift weights. So far he could lift up to 200 kgs of dumbbells, each consisting of 100 kg each. Unknown to him, it was quite impossible for even some of the Chunins to lift that much mass, but his sensei told him to keep his ego at check, that it was quite possible and doable. And now we see Naruto, after doing 500 reps of dumbbells and curls, was finally done. As he got up, his body was already built like an athlete, and so was his legs. His muscular physique was quite huge, and his back was quite broad and full of muscles, like Baki, for instance. And his height has also increased up to 5 feet. As Naruto has grown out some hair a bit, but not too long, only down to his neck. As now we see Naruto look towards his sensei in his tank top, which was drenched in sweat. Sensei, I guess I'm done with today's training, but I don't feel tired anymore. Good, now we can begin with your training. Wait, what? Then what was I doing? Conditioning, kid. What training are we gonna do? I'm gonna teach you how to do martial arts. Martial arts? What are those? They are sort of taijutsu, but consisting of different arts that are created following the animal styles from the ancient technique. Really? Yes. As after that we see Naruto learn the drunken master style, the tiger style, and in the end, the Iron Fist style. As now we see Naruto for the upcoming 2 years trained hard in these styles altogether, and because of his conditioning and his willingness to learn this, he was able to advance at a higher speed. As now we see, 15 years have passed since the QB attack, and Chunin exams were right around the corner. The next generations of Ganins have already graduated and have been busy for the past year to put as much as they could under their belt to finally be able to compete in the Chunin exams. This time around they were held up because of a mishap near Suna's border. But because of that now being resolved, the Chunin exams were going to happen now, and all of the 5 nations were gonna arrive there. As this was going on, we see 2 blurs pass by, up from the rooftops, up into the forest of death. And then we see them standing all the way on the other side, on the Hokage monument. They had huge bags all around their chest, and huge anklets on their wrists and on their knees. As now we see Naruto panting heavily and drenched in sweat. You old man, you gonna kill me or something? Come on, kid. Don't tell me you're tired already. Not a bit, old man. Not one bit. Is that so? How about another race? And we're adding 500 kgs each more. 500 kg on each belt and anklets. Yes? So you up for it? Fine. As now we see another race occurred. But unknown to them, they were being watched by 2 of the shinobis wearing green spandex suits and having ball cuts. Sensei, how can this be? How can such youthful creatures live right under our noses? If that is what you're saying, Lee, then you're goddamn right. I cannot let this slide. I must find out about this youthful person and his youthful student. So, Lee, my youthful student. As the background changed and a volcano appeared with a sunset, would you go with your guy Sensei? To the end of the world, guy Sensei, Lee. Sensei, Lee. As they did a romancely hug, and now we see both of them arrived on headstands all the way across the village to where they were. As now we see they were hiding again. Looks like they're about to do something. And look, Sensei, their gear is off. You ready, kid? Yup, old man. Hope you're able to keep up. First, let's go to the dragon style. And instantly, they went in. But Naruto did something. He midway changed and added the tiger style kick. And after that, he added the bear claw, which was basically like a bear snapping down a fist. As now we see, the sensei blocked the fist, but the impact was so much that even the wind shockwaves were created. And even the shockwaves were felt throughout some distance. Even Lee and Guy could feel it. My god! Lee, did you feel that shockwave? Yes, Sensei. Can it be possible? From the looks of it, yes, it is. But look at them. Look at their muscles which are bulging. How is this possible? As now we see Naruto and Apollo continuing on their battle for more than 1 hour, and Guy and Lee just watched this with amazement. As after that we see both of them settle down. Damn, I'm beat, old man. Well, I told you, kid, you'll get exhausted. Hey, how come you're never exhausted? Well, you remember that you were starting your training while I was already ahead of you. I was just continuously training myself alongside you. I'm not like the shinobis who just stop and be egotistical after, training for some time and thinking after earning a rank in the bingo book that I'm some big shot and nobody can mess with me. So to get continuously stronger, you have to train continuously. Obviously, kid, that is the only key. Persistence and willingness to do so. Thanks, old man. So what are we gonna learn? Nothing. As Naruto for the first time was shocked. I'm gonna give my gym to you. Wait, what? What do you mean? Naruto said, getting up. Do whatever you wish with it. You want to use it as a business? Go ahead, do so. You want to keep it your personal gym? Do so as well. I'm gonna go ahead and leave now, kid. Wait, what do you mean? Leave? Just like that? Yeah, just like that. You know me. I make decisions on impulse. And I am damn as hell sure that I lived through them. Even if in the end, if I regret them or not. So you're seriously gonna leave then? Yeah. Today was the graduation test of a sort. You, even though you're not that strong up to my par, but you still are. Strong in your own league, Naruto. Remember, never stop fighting to achieve what you want. Both physically and mentally. as Naruto's tears fell down his eyes as his sensei bonked him on the head. Ow! That hurts, old man! I'm not that old, but yeah, I guess by your standards I'm old. But hey kid, seriously, stop crying, okay? It is my own decision to leave. I have fulfilled what I needed to fulfill in my life. It is the last part in my bucket list, and that was to train a student to pass down my teachings that I have acquired over the course of my 40 years of life. As now we see Naruto then said, so that's it, huh? Yup, that's it. I'll be leaving now, kid. I already packed my stuff. As suddenly, a boxing bag was on Apollo's back. Wait, in a boxing bag? Yeah, I need to train on the way. So I packed all my stuff into it, making it solid rock hard. But what if they're all clothes. And plus some gear. Metal one. And it has a metal armor blading all around it, inside. So nothing will break it, you don't have to worry about it. Just focus on what's ahead of you, Naruto. Oh, and by the way, why don't you go and participate in the tuning exam? Here you go, from me to you. As Apollo threw something towards Naruto as Naruto grabbed it. It was a headband. But not just any headband, it was Konoha's headband with its symbol engraved on it. Wait, I don't understand, how do you... I had this, kid. I was your sensei. Well, I had this because it was my own. I was once a shinobi before I went on my own path to achieve true power. I'm still learning, and so are you. My equal. Keep this as a memento, use it as your headband, and participate. But how about... Oh, you don't have to worry about anything. This, you wearing... The Kage will realize instantly that you have graduated and have become a Genin with experience under your belt, and have somewhat capability of keeping up with me or have either defeated me. But remember this, you and I are gonna have a match, Naruto, in the end, to decide who is the strongest in the world. You bet your ass, old man. I'm gonna one of these days beat you to the ground. And I'll be there to see it for my own eyes. As after that we see Naruto return. As suddenly as he was returning after Apollo left, wiping his tears away with a smile on his face, he heard some sniffling sound from the bushes. As he then said, "Who's there?" as two figures came out. That is the most saddest thing that I have ever seen. Lee, I'm not gonna leave you. Sensei, Lee, Sensei, Lee, cut that out, Naruto said, as he was now towering over both Guy and Lee because of his physique and height. Now tell me this, why in the hell are you here? And why in the hell are you crying? We heard everything. You see, we are also practitioners of the taijutsu style. That wasn't taijutsu. But what you did was taijutsu. It was, but it was known as martial arts. Something my sensei invented. I see. So, how long do you train? I don't know, 4 to 5 hours in the morning, and then 2 hours afternoon, and 3 hours in the evening. Oh, and 1 hour before going to bed. Seriously? How do you even survive? Said Lee, all of his enthusiasm leaving because that was just downright torture. You get used to it. Nobody can get used to that. Well, I did. And I was just like you. Alright, so the tuning exams, you're gonna participate in it. Yeah, I guess I gotta go to the old man. As now we see Naruto was walking in the middle of the streets. His broad figure was enough to bring in the attentions of the female. Same were now blushing at one point, who were just cursing his name and even, well, looked disgusted by seeing his sight, but now they were blushing, while the mans admired his physique and were somewhat scared of him because how tall and huge he looked. As now we see Naruto arrive, where all of the Genin teams and their senses were. As a knock was heard on the other side. They were inside the Hokage's office. "Come in," said the old man as Naruto came inside with a headband on his hand. "Here you go, old man. My sensei, he left. I see. And he gave me his headband. Told me to give this to you. You'll figure it out." "Yes, we will. Now, we have launched the new headbands. How about I keep this for myself?" "No, that is a memento that I would like to keep." "Alright, fine. Here is your headband, Naruto. You can keep this safe. Thanks, old man. I want you to hold on to it for a bit, until I hear what you have to say. Alright then, stand in line. As now we see, the Genins were looking at Naruto. Because this was after how many years? 8, 9 years were seeing him? And he was jacked. Sasuke was quite amazed by his physique. And not only that, some of the girls who, well, at one time laughed at how scrawny he was, were now blushing madly. Mainly Ino and somewhat Sakura. And even Tenten. And as for Hinata, she was literally, well, salivating and even, well, literally huffing while watching over Naruto with a complete red face. And as for boys, they somewhat feel inferior to Naruto because of his physique. Mainly Kiba, who was the alpha dog. As after that we see the council members came in, and so did the civilian ones, but they were instantly kicked out by Hiruzen, saying that it was a shinobi matter. No matter how much they pestered, they were not allowed back inside the council chambers, because it was the rules. And finally the elders came inside as well, and they were shocked to see the side of Naruto. As now we see, Hiruzen then say, "This meeting is in session," as the meeting finally began. As the shinobis then began, the first question, who might this be, Hokage-sama? His name is Naruto Uzumaki, and he is a 15-year-old Genin, and also the one who will be participating inside the Chunin exams held by this year. Who are his senseis and all? My sensei name was Apollo, and he has left the village again after passing his teachings to me. What teachings? The teachings and arts of strengthening one's body to become strong. So you know only taijutsu? Yes. Can you stop this? Said Sasuke as he launched a fireball inside the Hokage office. Even if he was amazed, he was still the arrogant piece of shit that he was. As Naruto instantly just bitch slapped the fireball away with his hand. Not even a burn mark appeared. Didn't even tickle, and that was not even funny. Is that what you call a fireball? Is this seriously it for the jutsus? As everyone was amazed. Interesting. Hokage-sama, if you don't mind, I would like to conduct a test, said Hiyashi. Neji? Hi, Hiyashi-sama. Go into a taijutsu stance and use the powerful strikes, 64 strikes. Okay. As Neji did that, Naruto had to eat all of them. Naruto did and didn't even bulge. Naruto? I'm fine, Naruto says, stretching. How is this possible? The chakra coils. I'm sure I cut off chakra. I don't rely on chakra like that. And by the way, Naruto with a single hand seal bursted out chakra from his body, which was not even visible. As Naruto then made a ball of chakra in his hand. The Rasengan? But how? Oh, is it already invented? Yes, the fourth Hokage invented it. Well, I can manipulate my chakra at the fingertips of mine, as Naruto demonstrated it by making his nail grow with chakra, which was blue. Impressive. And I can open the pathways as well. Those are pathways that I rarely use. I bend and manipulate my chakra. I can deplete it and refill it as much as I wish, and at any time I wish. That is impressive. No, this cannot be. As Naruto then finger flicked, Neji, after he was going into a sissy fit mode again. Like Sasuke, he was now too quiet, with a bitch slap across his face. I'm sorry about this disrespect and all. I hope that you don't mind. Let us begin then. As after that we see, Naruto, who was the tallest, was leaving, as many of his friends then came. Oh, Naruto, you grew up a lot. Hey, nice to meet you too, Shikamaru. Choji, how have you two been? We visited your apartment most of the time, Naruto. Where were you? We were worried, said Choji. Yeah, I saw the snacks, and the letters you left, and even the shogi board. I was busy training. Yeah, looks like it. You're like a mountain now. Yeah, a big one at that. I wish I could get that big. But then again, as he slammed a hand on his stomach, I am big. Well, you can remain like that, Choji, and be strong. Really? I have invented a way to make you all stronger. And with the permission of your parents, I'm gonna help you achieve physical strength as well. But remember this, it'll be hard work. Count me out then. I don't wish for any physical work at all. It is already a hassle and a drag to use the Shadow Possession Jutsu. It makes me feel even more sleepy though. All I want in my life is to become a cloud. Nope. You're gonna go to the gym with full adrenaline and then pump iron. Because that is the only way you are gonna become strong. And that is the only way you might be able to achieve final rest. As instantly, she came out and said, "Where the fuck is this gym place at? Let me at him. Let me at him." As Naruto was happy. Yep, another gym boy motivated. So henceforth, the Genins training alongside their sensei began. Even senseis were having trouble doing what Naruto could do, so Naruto had to lower their weight and even adjust someone's. As after that, we see 6 months pass, and now we go towards Amegakure. So the plan is simple, as Zatsu have said. Konoha is holding a big Chunin exam event this year, and hopefully they are planning to have a peace between the 5 nations. And the other nations have surprisingly agreed to this bullshit, and they're gonna be signing a treaty. I see, said Pain, as everyone also nodded. We are gonna go there and snatch each and every Bijo. That will be impossible. 5 nations all together at one place. How are we gonna even do that? The security is gonna be tight because the daimyos are also going to be there. But there is a way. If we ask for help from Orochimaru. Do you think he's gonna help? He's already planning something, said Deidara. That is our only way. So, let's go ahead and meet him. And after that, they decided with Orochimaru, who was already planning Konoha Crush, to attack at Konoha together and help out each other. On the other side, the Genins of Konoha have become somewhat strong. The muscles were now visible. The girls remained somewhat feminine, but had now broader shoulders a little bit, and somewhat muscular build. And not only them, even Kurenai has become much more hotter, and so has Asuma. And as for Kakashi, let's just say he has become every mid-30s woman's wet dream now. With his mysteriousness and his let-down hair and his bulky and yet athletic physique that he has built it up. And as for Guy, he was now becoming a muscle monster, as his bulging veins over his biceps were even more bulging than ever before. And the students, they are going on a faster pace as well, all thanks to Naruto's training. And as for Naruto himself, he was continuously training rigorously. While this was going on, we go towards Apollo, as there we see he was encountering some people. So let me get this straight. You want me to be a part of this Akatsuki organization because you saw me what I did to those bandit groups. Yes, we saw what you did in the Land of Waves, and we want you on our side. And if I decline, you will die. Try your best. As now we see, with the drunken style, both Deidara and Sasori were defeated downright until their death, and Zatsu barely managed to escape with his life. And after that, the mortals were sent after Apollo, and they too were dealt with, surprisingly. So, they all together decided to avoid him. And finally, the day came of the Chunin exams. Everyone was prepared, but not the other villages. Once they saw the Konoha teams they were gonna compete against, even Sasuke, who was now calling Naruto his sensei, which he didn't even call Kakashi, because of how far he has gotten stronger, not relying on his chakra and eyes alone. Everyone was shocked, let's just say. As now we see Naruto then sitting there in the first part of the Chunin exams. Sensei, do you think there is a chance that we might be, put up against each other? Well, it is a Chunin exams. Everyone for themselves. And Sasuke, don't call me sensei. No, you have taught me more than even my own sensei have. You have earned the title of the sensei, Naruto. And I will continue to call you that. Because you have shown me that the path to strength is not only with the help of chakra and these eyes of my clan, but through physical strength and bodybuilding as well. Natural bodybuilding. You're right about that. As now we see, Naruto and Sasuke were talking. A few girls came over. Mainly courtesy to Yugao and Samui. As now we see, they then begin to talk. Are you sure you're 15? Yes, I am, Naruto said, towering over them. as Naruto said, "Nice to meet you." You have a different sort of energy to you, he said, looking towards Yujito, as Yujito, who was there, then said, that's because I'm a Jinchuriki, same as you. Oh, I see. What are you then? What Jinchuriki do you hold? 2 tails. 9 tails. Oh, I see. As after some time we see, she brought her fist out. Fist bumped me. What? Just do it. As Naruto did so, and they instantly were now standing in front of a huge black sphere, and behind them were their respective beaches. It's been a long time, Kurama-kun. It seems you have been the same as ever, haven't you, you Nekomata? You've forgotten my name, haven't you? It's Matatabe. It has been a long time since we met. Forgive my impudence, sister. Yes, it seems so. It has been an eternity. So, it seems you have finally found a good Jinchuriki. Surprisingly enough, he's not nagging as his mother or the previous ones. And he is, well, not asking for my power against my will, so I'm happy with this one. Quite. Well, that is a good sign then, isn't it? Yes, an improvement, nonetheless. So what do you feel? Who's gonna win? I'm gonna vote for my kid. Ho, same as me. Don't get me wrong, Matatabe, but seriously, you don't know what Naruto has gone through. He's gonna break the shit out of everyone. What does that mean? You'll see. As after that, the connection was cut, as now we see the first part begin, which went as in canon. Naruto was able to pass the test easily, and so were the Konoha Genins. The second part came, and let's just say Naruto was on his own and went on his way. With a single bitch slap of Amegakure's team, Naruto was able to grab his scroll. But as he was arriving towards the tower, he saw that Sasuke and his team was in danger. So he just bitch slapped the snake long ass, well, Genin, who was attacking Sasuke and about to do some crazy ass shit, grabbed his scroll and gave it to Sasuke and told him, run, as Naruto held him off. And that is when Orochimaru attacked Naruto, only for Naruto to beat the crap out of him and even his huge ass snakes with his strength. As for the first time, Orochimaru felt something in his life, and that was fear. As now we see Naruto, then smirked at him. You feel that, old man? That is what is called fear. And I'm gonna make sure you feel every bit of it. As after that, Orochimaru was passed out and foaming from his mouth. And that is when we see Naruto grabbed him, tied him up, and brought him inside the tower, where he was arrested and further interrogated. It was revealed that something big was planned today, but it was all stopped, all thanks to Orochimaru being caught. And turns out he was going to impersonate as the Suna's Kazekage. So Suna's, well, plan was busted as well. Basically, they were told to leave, but the other Kages and Konoha Hokage himself, after having a meeting, agreed that they need to be given a chance. So Baki, the sensei of the current Kage's kids, who was now deceased, was then given a position of emergency Kage, and henceforth they went ahead with the meeting, which was reserved for peace. Now it was a quite shocker to Akatsuki that this has happened, but much major of a shocker was what about to happen next. You see, the preliminary rounds ended, and Naruto was the last one to beat Sabuko Nagara and throw him out, and that is when we see his sensei arrive. Apollo Sensei? You're back? No, I'm here to challenge you. You want to advance to the preliminary rounds? Screw them. You're gonna fight me, kid. I am your final match. As the Hokage and the other Kages looked as they agreed. As now we see Naruto and Apollo went at it. Such blows were exchanged that even the cracks on the walls were found. And such brutal strength was used that the whole stadium was shaking and vibrating visibly. And that is when the Akatsuki realized they fucked up. They had to get away. These two were monsters, and one of them was even their target. They don't have any chance to get him. The plan was a shit bust, and they couldn't do anything. So they had to retreat, and that is what they did wisely. Retreated back, and disposed of their plan once and for all. Luckily enough, Zetsu persisted on, even after that. So they did something. They'd see through his plot hole, because in his rage he blurted out some things. And Pain used his, jutsu to know the knowledge after sucking the soul out. of what it was, and he was downright disgusted and revealed the truth to everyone. The Akatsuki was disbanded for good, and the world's great ending catastrophe was even disposed of by the ones who were going to cause it in the end. As on the other side, we see the match was still going on for 2 hours, as both Apollo and Naruto were bruised now. Gotta hand it to you, kid. You didn't even give up now. No matter if I give up or not. I'm gonna beat you this time, old man. And I'm gonna make sure that everyone sees that. Huh. You're gonna insult your sensei? No, not like that, as Apollo punched Naruto with an uppercut, sending him flying away as Naruto landed on his feet, clicking his tongue. You sneaky bastard. Naruto said, keep on your toes, kid. I was just kidding with you. But seriously, we're gonna find out who the really strongest man is. And in the end, the battle continued for more than an hour, and their final attack came as they used their chakra into one fist and smashed their fists together, causing literally cracks to form all over the stadium, even in the Hokage towers. As that is when we see Apollo on the ground, and Naruto as well, but he was on one knee. Naruto has won this match, as that is when the whole stadium cheered, because this was the entertainment they were looking for. But one thing was a certain. It was the dominance of the bodybuilding and the physical triads as well, included in the rosters of their learning capabilities for the future generation shinobi to become this strong. And that is when Sasuke saw just how far he can go, because Naruto was fighting off his sensei and he was able to defeat his sensei one day. So he wished to do that now as well. Someone were aiming, but as for Naruto, well, the girls were looking at him weird ways, many of them. His life was about to turn upside down because he was just now the most popular character out of this. As for Apollo, the main elephant in the room, let's just say Meichirumi has found something akin to a husband. My oh my, what a lovely vessel. And the other Kages just stayed away from her and her yandere tendencies. And as for the whole elemental nation, a new bloom of peace and peaceful era was about to begin, without any threats looming over whatsoever. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my second channel as well, by the way. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!